Hey guys, it's Generalkidd here. How's everyone doing today? So, for today's video, I'm just going to show you guys a little interesting thing on a mission Forerunner, and that is a little secret switch that's hidden on this mission. So, starting at the last rally point on MCC, with the acrophobia skull enabled, if we just skip ahead of everything and just go right to the controls here that triggers the cutscene with the Didact, if we do all those steps, there will be a random switch just floating here, and it's a Forerunner style switch, and it doesn't seem like we can interact with it at all, and that's because we can't. It looks like you can activate it, but you can't actually do anything about it. You can't destroy it, you can't move it. The switch is just there, and there's really nothing it seems to do. So what is this switch? Well, let's go back a little bit to the beginning of the mission, and we're gonna skip ahead again with the acrophobia skull, but not too much. We're just gonna skip to the second set of doors here after we get past the second set of doors. So this is the point that you could skip to without breaking the mission. If you skip anywhere further beyond this and you get to the controls, then well, you can't interact with them. But if you start from those set of doors and you just kind of walk through normally here, you'll hit a little loading here where dialogue starts playing again, and if you keep going, you'll get a waypoint and a couple enemies will spawn here, but you can just skip these. And once you come back to the switch, you'll see that the switch is not there anymore, just like if you play through normally. Instead, you have a waypoint there, an objective waypoint, and you also have the option to activate the controls to trigger the cutscene. So what the switch is it's basically just a placeholder. It's just placed there temporarily, and it gets once you hit a certain loading point or a certain trigger that's invisible, it will replace the switch with either the waypoint or the actual trigger to activate the controls. I'm not 100% positive which one it is. It could very well be a temporary placement for the waypoint, but I think it's a temporary placement for the controls that trigger the cutscene. But let's go back again and let's actually watch all this happen behind the scenes in action. So now that my Spartan is here at the second set of doors, I'm gonna come up here to the switch, and we're just gonna let it play normally for a little bit, so we could see exactly like at which point in this mission the switch gets removed and replaced by either the waypoint or the actual invisible controls. So right here is when that dialogue starts playing that you hear on the radio, and then Cortana says the Infinity is still approaching. The switch is still here at this point, and then if you keep going, once you hit the this little corner here, there's another trigger here, and this is where the switch gets replaced. And first of all, it also spawned a couple enemies here, like that turret and the Promethean Knight, but the switch does get replaced here, and it does actually become activatable as well as the waypoint showing up. So let's rewind a little bit, and I'll just let it play without pausing anymore. And you can see momentarily as my Spartan makes his way up, the switch disappears, and the console is usable at this point. So if the switch is a placeholder for the actual console there, then it's likely just becoming invisible and becoming activatable, which is very likely what it is. But like I said, it's possible it's also a placeholder for the objective waypoint, but I don't think that's the case, but it could be possible. I'm just not 100% sure about which one it is. But that's basically it for this video. Just wanted to show you guys a little interesting thing there on this mission, which you could see for yourself if you go on MCC and just kind of skip ahead a little bit. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed this video and found it to be interesting. If you did, then as always, make sure to leave a like, leave your thoughts in the comments. Anything you want me to check out, look into, just let me know in the comments down below. But aside from that, make sure to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, guys.